More than a week after a newborn died at Greater Victoria Hospital, health officials say they will do an independent review into the baby's death in response to concerns raised by doctors and the infant's family. The third-party review will be conducted by a doctor selected by the province and the health authority, and any recommendations resulting from it will be publicly released.
10 days after a baby died at Victoria General Hospital, the Vancouver Island Health Authority announced it's commissioning an independent review into the case of the stillborn infant, on top of its already completed internal review.
In this case, physicians have raised some concerns and the family have raised some concerns, and we understand that public confidence in the service has inevitably been damaged.
What we wanted from the beginning, from that moment at 12:30 when they came to us and said that the baby didn't make it, but Shirley was all right, we wanted answers right on the spot. Right? Why? How did this happen?
Erna Turry says she was in the OR August 9th when her granddaughter's baby developed an irregular heartbeat during the birth. She claims the baby lay lodged in the birth canal for hours.
They tried using suction 3 times. They did the vacuum. It didn't work. Then they used the forceps. And when I asked her, why don't you give her a cesarean? Because I knew she wasn't going to make it through this. It was just too much for her. And she screamed back in my face because I don't have an anesthesiologist.
VGH has a full-time anesthesiologist on duty 24 hours a day. At the time, he was busy with another patient, so a backup was called in. But Shirley Anderson's surgery couldn't wait, so she was moved to an operating room where the on-duty anesthesiologist could treat her and his other patient at the same time.
There should be one on call at the hospital 24/7 for any emergencies that come up.
Earlier this week, Dr. Sue Ferreira called for a coroner's inquest, suggesting a shortage of anesthesiologists may have been a factor in the baby's death. But health officials say their review found the timing was within standards.
From the C-section being called to the anaesthetic starting was 12 minutes, and from the anaesthetic starting to the anaesthetic being completed was a further 16 or 17. So we have a maximum duration of 26 or 27 minutes from the C-section decision being taken to the knife actually going to skin.
Privacy laws prevent health officials from detailing any existing health problems the patient may have had. But in high-risk pregnancies, obese patients are more at risk for infection, and C-sections are often delayed as long as possible due to the risk of post-surgical infection.
I'm doing good. I'm getting a lot of support.
In this case, Shirley Anderson remains in hospital recovering from complications.